Hello everyone, my name is Sonam Sandhu and I provide sessions related to IELTS regularly on my YouTube channel. If you like my content, consider subscribing to my channel and watch more videos on the channel. So guys, today we are going to discuss multiple choice questions in listening module. There are times when a student is facing difficulty in multiple choice questions, and I believe most of the students face difficulty in MCQs and matchup. So today we are going to do multiple choice questions of IELTS listening. Before proceeding, I'll explain you the method of doing multiple choice questions. Whenever you are looking forward to do multiple choice questions, you know one thing. You get 30 seconds time to go through the questions. And in those 30 seconds time, you should actually read the question followed by, firstly, you need to read all the questions. So, in this, you are going to read all the questions. Once you have read all the questions, try to underline the keyword. This is the best part about IELTS listening paper based. Okay, but when you are going to do it in computer delivered, you can actually highlight, but at times it is taking anyhow more time than the paper based ones. So what you can do, you can just read it properly, and if you feel, you can underline the keywords only in the questions. So firstly, you are reading the questions and underlining the keywords. Now you are going to have some time left. Go through the options one by one. And when you're going through the options, just underline the major keywords. And what are the keywords? Firstly, you should understand this as well. Keywords are the controlling words. Keywords are the words through which you will be able to get the audio, through which you will be able to listen for specific information. So mainly a proper noun, a verb, or an adjective. Okay, so noun, verb and adjective, these are the keywords. You have to underline these keywords so that you will never get confused. So the main thing in listening module is listening carefully. Okay, so whenever the audio is being played, you need to listen carefully, as well as you need to underline the keywords. If you're not underlining the keywords, you are anyhow going to get distracted in between, and you might actually miss some of the important parts. So underline keywords. After this, when you will be listening, you need to cross the options which you feel are not relevant. This thing will help you a lot in understanding listening multiple choice questions. So now let us look at the questions. So we have the section 4 questions. Question 31 to 36 we have for multiple choice questions. So always go through the instructions. Click choose the correct letter A, B or C. Biography of Samuel Cunard and his shipping company. So they're talking about his shipping company. Where did he get the shipping experience? So where get shipping experience? Okay. Sea voyage. Okay. Sea voyage. Sorry. Sea voyage. Family. First job. So voyage is long journey. Family. First job. The company experienced. Company experienced immediately profitable business. So immediately profitable business we dealt with one commodity. Okay. So one commodity. Business worldwidely. The business worldwidely. So worldwidely business उन्होंने approach करा. So that's the thing. Why did he want the male contact? Male contact. Why? Why want male contact? Faster, stronger, more reliable. We need to listen for specific keywords. Was it faster? Was it stronger? Or was it more reliable? What did he do when he won the bid? So what did he do when one bid? So when one bid. Reduce the fleet of ships, opened a new company, appointed new British agent. So this is the way we are going to understand. Reduce the fleet of ships. Why did he choose Boston? So why did he choose Boston? Why choose Boston? Major keywords only. कि क्यों Boston choose करा? It was supported by government. Supported by government. Good business environment. He once worked there. Once worked there. What could be revealed about the 1844 event. A most important keyword here is 1844 event. What could be revealed? So what revealed about the 1844 event? Boston has had the biggest shipping company. Biggest shipping company. Boston was not a good location for boat. Good location? Not. Good location for boat. US had bad weather conditions. So bad weather conditions. अब इसमें what happens whenever we have multiple choice questions? So one of the options is opposite. One of the options is opposite. One is contradicting, okay? One of these is contradicting. And the last one is correct. In multiple choice questions, we have to take care of, okay, so one is correct. So in multiple choice question, we have to take care of contrasting connectors. Most of the times, they are going to use the word, okay, they are going to use the words, however, instead of, rather than, but, in my opinion, so, however, instead of, rather than, but, in my opinion. These are the words. Whenever they are going to change the information, they have to tell the answer. They are going to use these words, and they use despite this also. So you have to listen for these contrasting keywords or contrasting conjunctions very carefully. Most of the cases, my answer is after these connectors. So listen to these carefully. You have to actually keep your you have to keep your ears open for these connectors. It will help you a lot in solving multiple choice questions. So whatever I have told right now, you have to read all the questions, underline keyword. After reading all the questions, go through the options at fast pace. Usually you'll be able to do it all because you are not getting only 30 seconds of this section, but 30 seconds of checking the previous answers as well. So utilize this 1 minute in going through the questions. Then you have to underline keywords, noun, verb and adjective. So we have already done so. Now we are going to listen to the audio, and I know you'll be able to do this. So best of luck. So guys, now you're going to listen to the audio and we'll be answering question number 31 to 36. Listen carefully and actually hear out for controlling words like instead of, rather than, words like such.
Now, listen carefully and answer questions 31 to 40. Good morning, class. In the last few lectures, I've talked about the history of technology in the business area. But today, I want to use Samuel Cunard as our case study, who was a shipping magnate that founded the Cunard Line. Now, Cunard was born in Canada. When he first left home, he was still a teenager. Then he came into a US company as a worker and learned how to sail there. During the War of 1812, Cunard volunteered for service in the 2nd Battalion of the Halifax Regiment Militia and rose to the rank of captain. He held many public offices, such as volunteer fireman and lighthouse commissioner, and maintained a reputation as not only a shrewd businessman, but also an honest and generous citizen. When he went to England, his friends cooperated with him, and together they coined a shipping company. The company had instant wealth and could deal with more than one cargo, for its major business was in North America and the Atlantic. From then onwards, Cunard became a highly successful entrepreneur in British shipping, and one of a group of 12 individuals who dominated the affairs of England. In 1838, the British government, impressed by the advantages of steam sailing for making regular passages, invited tenders to carry the transatlantic mails by steamer. Back then, mail contact through steamships brought more punctuality, while other types of ships were always delayed. The journey times were flexible, with a transatlantic crossing lasting for 6 weeks and with no fixed times of departure or arrival. So it was never known when the mail would arrive, or, since so many sailing ships foundered, whether it would arrive at all. What Cunard wanted, in line with the thrusting new technology of the Victorian age, was a maritime extension of the brand: new timetabled railways on land. Cunard's experience in steamship operation, with observations of the growing railway network in England, encouraged him to explore the creation of a transatlantic fleet of steamships which would cross the ocean as regularly as trains crossed land. And that's why he went to the United Kingdom seeking investors in 1837. He set up a company with several other businessmen to bid for the rights to run a transatlantic mail service between the UK and North America for £55,000 annually for 10 years. The bid was successful. Almost at the same time, Cunard cooperated with an English businessman and established the British and North American Royal Mail Steam Packet Company, the ancestor of the Cunard line. In 1840, the company's first steamship sailed from Liverpool to Boston, Massachusetts, with Cunard and 63 other passengers on board, marking the beginning of regular passenger and cargo service. Establishing a long, unblemished reputation for speed and safety, Cunard's company made ocean liners a success in the face of many potential rivals who lost ships and fortunes. Cunard's ships proved successful, and he then opened many branches. But the high costs saddled Cunard with heavy debts by 1842, so some of them went bankrupt. But what Cunard needed then was a port. After a lot of consideration, he finally opted for Boston because he was very familiar with this city where he had once worked it. Fortunately, by 1843, Cunard's ships were earning enough to pay off his debts and begin issuing modest but growing dividends. But the city did more than give Cunard silverware. Winters can be tough here in Boston. For example, in the year of 1844, one ship sank because of the winter freeze. The ship hit icebergs and caused a heavy loss to the company. Then, the board recommended the company to move to New York, and it was a huge success, and then became one of the biggest US shipping companies. Cunard himself made safety his...
So guys, we have listened to the audio and we have got to know what are the answers of these questions. If you can recall, so first question में उन्होंने clearly बोला था, they never mentioned, उन्होंने ये नहीं बोला family में, he was born in Canada, ठीक है, कोई sea voyage, long journey का भी नहीं बोला था, उन्होंने बोला था कि he first worked, so they were talking about a company, he worked in USA and he learned a lot through that, so it was through his first job which was in USA. So that's why the answer is USA. He got experience from USA. So through his first job in USA. Then they talked about the company experience. Clearly they mentioned it experienced huge business. It was profitable. It earned a lot. A good name and fame in the industry. So definitely, so they were talking about company experienced huge business. So we have to listen carefully. We are just going to cross the options which we think are not relevant and then we'll correct the relevant one. Then they talked about why did he want the mail contact, because earlier what happened, they were not faster, okay, so he wanted the mail contact as it was more reliable. Okay, so why did he want? For reliability, because earlier there were times when the mail was not even sent, you don't even know whether the mail will be sent or not, and the timings were also not fixed, so it was not faster, it was not stronger, but it was reliable. That was the reason we marked C here. Talking about the fourth one, what did he do when he won the bid? So they clearly talked about this. He actually set up a company earlier as well. They talked about fleets of ship as well, but they did not talk about reduce. They actually talked about when he won the bid, what did he do? As soon as he won the bid, he established a new company with the ancestors. So they talked about ancestors. He established a new company with the ancestors. So what did he do? He opened a new company. Why did he choose Boston? So it was supported by government? No. He once worked there. He clearly said he opted for Boston as he once worked it. He has already worked in Boston once. That's the only reason he chose Boston. What could be revealed about the 1844 event? So Boston में obviously it was the only thing which did not work. So Boston की बात अगर करें तो it has the biggest shipping company. No, it was in US. So Boston was not a good location of boat क्योंकि ship sank over there. That's what. US had bad weather condition नहीं था. Boston had bad weather condition. So the answer is B. So एक तो यहाँ पे what is here? Basically they are giving contradictory information, and then they said ship sank, Boston was not a good location for boat. What did it reveal? 1844 event revealed this only. So the answer is B. So guys, this is the way we actually do multiple choice questions like such only. So we just need to look at the questions carefully, underline the keywords. After underlining the keywords, we will not be able to do this in 30 seconds. So we have to utilize the previous 30 seconds which were given for checking the answers. So use those 30 seconds for reading the multiple choice questions only. Whenever you have a tough question, so try to read it during the time you are asked to check the questions. So now we are going to listen for specific keywords: despite, however, instead of, rather than, but, in my opinion. This will help you in identifying or getting the correct answer for multiple choice questions. So guys, that's all for today. I believe you understood listening multiple choice questions very nicely. If you actually understood everything in detailed manner, try to just give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Thank you so much guys for watching the session.